Hey everybody, seeing you again today. We are on part two. Yesterday, in a previous video, we talked about the marketing strategies in small cities, how to grow a salon business in a small city. So today, as I promised you, I said that I was going to give it. I gave you the first video, a little bit of it. I didn't finish it up, and I wanted to be able to give you the second part now in another video. And just to kind of recap, we talked about brand identity, we talked about the location and things like that. We talked about your online presence, we talked about local advertising, and we talked about community involvement. Today, we're going to get into something else. Actually, we talked about promotions and discounts too as well. So today, we're going to talk about giving a great customer experience, because being in a small town, you may have a lot of competition, and it is small, and your population and your demographics of your clientele will be small too. Now, I had a doctor's appointment earlier today, but let me tell you what I discovered and what I talked to someone. One of the nurses there that, she helped me get my vitals and everything like that. It was very disturbing what she said to me, and I want to pass this on to you upcoming hairstylists, you upcoming beauty professionals out here. She mentioned to me, she says she has anxiety when she go in salons because they're not professional. They have so many things going on. Now, this is kind of like off topic in a sense, but at the same time, this really makes a difference. Even this is a part of your branding and marketing. These things that I was reading a book. I was doing some study on soft skills, and she was asking me, what is soft skills? And so I mentioned it to her. And so then that's what. And I told her, my profession and what I do. And then that's when she talked about she said, now when she goes into other salons, now I'm quoting her, she says, when she goes into white salons and other salons, they are very professional. She says she don't, the ambiance is very serene, it's very tranquil. She mentioned that. She says, and when she goes and get her hair done in one of our salons, or it's not that she's a tense. She says she's not, it's a lot of gossip going on in there. We got to put the brakes on that. We got to stop that, because what's going to happen, and this has been going on for years, but what's going to happen is your profession, you're going to get clients that's not repeated clients. You're going to get customers that you may draw the clientele that you are. You are the sum of the people that you hang around. You want to be able to have clientele that's going to be lasting for you, for your business. We don't have time to play. You have too much competition out here. So I just want to let you know about that. You have to be different in this industry. I understand, the talking, the being unprofessional, being late, all of these things. We will be talking about certain things in the industry that you should not do. And having a way that someone can come in your salon and be relaxed, that is so important. So I just want to throw that out there to you, because she mentioned it to me. And this is not the first time that I've had a client, I've had someone to come up to me and we've in a conversation and they talk about our industry like this. So if it's happening to one or two, it's probably happening to many. Got to change it. I don't care what you do, you got to set yourself apart. Maybe the rest of those that are own salon businesses and that are working behind the chair, maybe they want to do just any and everything. But you shouldn't be that one. You should be the one that stand out. And I guarantee you, you may not even do their hair perfectly the way they want it done. But I tell you what, if you bring in you set an atmosphere that make them feel comfortable, that make them feel relaxed, they will tip you, they will give you their money, they will tell their friends about you, tell everybody about the experience they had with you, and you will be successful in this industry. So I'm telling you, some people may come to you and put up with your ish for a while, but they're gonna eventually leave. Okay. All right. So you don't want that to happen. All right. Now the next number that we're gonna go over, and this is going to be how to market to a small city. and build your clientele up in a small city. The customer experience is kind of what I just mentioned. High quality customer experience. This is what I just mentioned to you. Ensuring that all services meet high standards. So you need to come up with a list of what is my high standard? What are high standards to me and what I think that customers would like. And then also don't be so reserved or don't be so reluctant to do surveys on your clients and how was their experience and come up. There's all kind of ways and softwares that you can use for that. You can even use, old fashioned plain old sheet of paper and get them to do a survey when they're there, giving them an incentive for doing a survey, say, hey, next time you come, $5 off or something like that, of your service. If you, because that feedback is going to be so valuable, that feedback will be worth way more than the $5 if you give them a discount, or if you give them a something $5 off the next service. It's going to be worth what the weight is going to be worth way more than that. And then you will have information to be able to improve your business and keep and stop if you're doing something that you need to stop, and then continue doing something that you need to continue, because at the end of the day, the customers is the one that you want to please, and those are the ones that's going to keep you in business. So don't ever forget that. Okay, all right, next thing with the customer experience is, like I say, personalize their service. And you knowing this by you pretty much knowing them, call them by their name, Mrs. or Mrs. or Mr. Call them by, just kind of find out and have, if you have a business or if you have a salon, and then you may have workers or stylists in there, pass this on to them. Make sure that they know what the customer like. And you can, by holding a conversation with your clients, you can understand what they like, what's going on with their family. You don't even really have to ask questions, because they sit in your chair, and especially if they're comfortable, they tend to be relaxed and they tend to be talking, and then they tend to be freely giving you information that will help you to serve them better, and even sometimes if it's something that they like, don't forget their birthdays either. I used to do that a lot of times with my clients, forget their birthdays. Just, it means so much to them, even if they don't come and get their hair done that day, or even if they come in and, let's say, a week or so later, just give them a little something. You can give them a discount off or something, or if you want to just give them a little gift, you can do that too as well. So the customer experience, they don't get good customer experience everywhere, so you want to be the one that give it to them. Okay. And then also have a follow-up system that you can follow up, check on them, thank them, email them, text them. Every time I go up and get my pedicure done, a lot of times when I leave there, they'll say, hey, thank you for coming, and thank you for your services. And I mean, thank you for your business, and such things like that. So that is a good way to let people know that you follow up with them. Okay, follow up with them. Now, I think I mentioned this to you earlier, and I'm talking about local businesses, serving, giving them, maybe promoting, cross promoting with other businesses, and seeing how you guys can mutually come together and maybe give something to your client, like a complimentary service that you guys have, and come up with ways that you can partner like that. Okay. And then also, you will want to also have a way that you do your product sales. Make sure that you sell your products, have the care needs that your consumer, that your client want. Even if you're not selling it, if you feel like it's just too much, come up with a beauty supply store in your area, and you guys partner together. That way, you send people to them, or that's if you don't have the retail, and if that's something that you just don't want to be bothered with, and then you don't have a whole team, and if it's just you, then you can do that. You can partner up with someone, and then also you can possibly go in and talk with them sometime and just say, here's what, come up with a list of things and say, here's what I would recommend for my clients when they come in here and see you. Or if it's something specific, you can just have them on speed dial and say, hey, have a client coming down there, I need you to get this or that for them, and package it that way. And then you guys can be mutually, mutually mutually beneficial to each other. Now, Also, the next thing is definitely, this is a part of something that I think that will help you to kind of flow, definitely flow with your branding and flowing with how you just kind of like mm, just in unison in unison do this. Yeah, implementing a timeline, being prepared for that particular maybe grand opening or promotion that you're thinking about doing. Having your website and having your social media profiles together, having your branding, and finalizing things when you are having special promotions and offers and things like that. And then also, if you are setting up a business, launching, mentioning your launching, finding out how you're going to be, finding out how you're going to be, beneficial to the area and to the people that you're speaking of, and also having and scheduling, your grand opening and things like that. And so, anyway, advertising start okay now, and then also being able to next thing you want to do is being able to have your working on your launching campaign, working and having your launching campaign together, having that grand opening event set up so where you can let everybody know, having the radio, notifying the radio station, the newspaper, just making it a big grand community event, doing all of that too. And then also having your social media campaigns together, and then also growing your business. And like I mentioned, with the loyalty and the rewards, and making sure that you're participating and that you're knowing about different activities that's going on in your community, and interjecting all of this is going to make a difference. And then also just keep on continuing your marketing, your advertisement, and making sure that you or just continually letting people know and your awareness is there. Don't ever stop on what you're doing in your business. Just continue to let it revolve and make things like an annual event, or whatever. Just keep things going, knowing what's going on in your community, and you coming up with your own way of putting it all out there too. So these are some ways that you can start a market and grow your business and grow your clientele in a small town, a small city. So that's like I said, this is not all, but you can get a little bit more specific on a lot of these. So but anyway, that's not all. So anyway, alrighty, that is going to be it for that part two, and we'll see you in another video. And then if there's any in recommendations or anything that you want me to speak on and talk about, just don't hesitate. But just remember, I told you, keep it professional. Keep it so where you can be set, you can set yourself apart from those out here that they are doing the same thing. You don't want your business to be that, because this is a lucrative and a great industry, because you're the one that's making you're enhancing self-esteem, you're making someone feel better, you're making someone look better, and you're taking care of needs, just sanitary needs, disinfectant needs for our hair, and our hair and our skin and our beauty all together. You are important. You are needed. You are the one. You are the one that need to be here. You're the one that need to be that person for them. You need to be where they are. You need to be here for them. Okay. Your customer, what I mean. All righty. So I will see you in the next video, and thanks so much. And y'all have a beautiful day. Bye bye.